Hi, Internet. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Like FAO Schwartz, remember? You ever go to that store when you were a kid? Or an adult with your kid? Have you ever been in the store that played that song as you entered it? How are you, Internet? I am in my own space this evening. All by my lonesome. I'm trying to figure out how to open this incense so that I could light this candle because I can't find a lighter because I was cleaning today. And I did find about 6-7 lighters and I put them all in one place that I can't remember. So we will be working on locating those throughout the evening, but I thought perhaps I could light this candle with... Oh, it's already open. An incense match, and then it would also smell like Egyptian goddess in here, as if it didn't already, because here I am. But it's a benefit to being an Egyptian goddess. You smell like one. Now, last time I had not made myself aware of the chat. Oops, 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 forgive me, oops. I just clicked on... You don't even want to know what I fucking clicked on, never mind. As long as I'm here. Green screen. Oh, maybe it'll tell me, because I can see that the... Anyways. Anyway, let's try this first. One thing at a time. Clear your mind and mine. Woo! Woo! You know what I should light? Miss Rachel Hillary from Manchester. She just, not just because my birthday was last month, early last month, she sent me a little birthday package that included dragon's blood incense. And at first I thought, this smells like patchouli. This smells like hippie. This smells like Phish Grateful Dead concert. But then I changed my mind. Somebody's here. Hello. Who are you? Hi. How's your night going? And is there a chat that... Let's see. Chat filter. Top messages will be shown. All messages. Show all messages. Okay. I guess if you say something, it'll just like pop up here. I hope. I also have my laptop handy in case I need that to figure out how to chat. If I don't set myself on fire. I just noticed the table's got all kinds of mashed potatoes and macaroni that I was just eating on it. That's gross. But if I'm not gonna dare move the camera. Hello. I'm looking for the chat. Welcome to live chat. I think that means it's there. It just means you're the quiet type. Oh look, a woodland creature. I'm afraid of this candle killing me and everyone. Live online. Where do you think I could... I know I like it on that side. What is that? It's a porcupine. How adorable. Adorable. How's your evening going? How's your October going? It's fucking October now. October 2025 for memorialization purposes. How come the Gmail on my laptop loads so slowly? The Cosmic Mechanic, Uranus and Gemini, and a solar tune-up. Oh, that's not me. Okay, I'm gonna go to YouTube. I've been very busy, internet. Too busy, I think. And I was not very well behaved this last week. At all. I'm going to share with you a bit of what occurred. And I'm going to sit up straight. I'm not going to touch my hair or myself, meaning my shirt. To excess. Those are immediate goals. Okay, so I'm on my YouTube, like, so if I click on my head over here, am I gonna see myself? Yes, but then it's gonna like echo back. I know it, so I'm gonna turn the volume down. Okay, there I am. I'm looking at myself like this is Spaceballs. Oh, Lord. Join the conversation, it says. Join the conversation with yourself. Okay. Open panel. Where might that be? Help! Where is the panel? I don't like that word. It reminds me of when I did interviews. I mean, when I went on interviews. Actually, I believe they put me on a few interview panels with the government a while back. But most of the jobs were already promised to somebody's nephew, niece, fuck buddy, lesbian lover, and there were a lot of lesbians in the state, and not attractive ones. Not that I'm biased against, what is or isn't attractive. But personally, I didn't find them attractive. And we had a lot of white elephant gift parties during Christmas where you had to pick out a gift. Not like Secret Santa stuff, that's kind of cool, but white elephant. You pick out a gift that, like, probably, let's be honest, you would like for yourself, and then you bring it to a party at the government. This candle is overbearing. It's a potential, fire hazard. But everybody gets together in a room, everybody that hates themselves because they work for the government, and we've all brought a gift. Some of us. Others of us took the fake flowers from the bathroom in there after other people had bought gifts, hoping to pass that on. But I usually bought something from Bath & Body Works, like a candle or a smelly lotion. Smelly's not the right word. A fragrant lotion that smelled lovely and delicious and costed me, about $20 at least. And then I would wrap it all pretty and include curly ribbons and the pretty pastel crinkly paper and stuff like that. And then I can't even remember. It's been so long since I did this government party that everybody loathed at Christmas. I can't remember how it carried out exactly, but I think everybody got a number, which is not shocking. Like Auschwitz, you got a long number, and finally when yours was called, you'd go up there and pick a present and open it in front of everybody. And if you didn't like it, you could give it to some other government worker. And this could go on for like 4 to 5 hours and then days. So it's good thing we were all fat and living off our stores of lard, because somebody said something. Hey pretty. That reminds me of Poe. Hey pretty. That's a great song. Don't you wanna take a slide? Sorry, I'm singing through my world. Hi Larry Lamar, your name is an alliteration. Nice to meet you. I like your alliteration name. I was just talking about white elephant parties when you work for the government. There is no Jesus, there is no Christ. So I don't know why they celebrate Christmas in the government, but we did. We celebrated the consumerism part of distracting you from your God self, or God, or Jesus, or anything of spiritual nature, and just giving each other fake plastic flowers from the bathroom, or if you're me, a nice, lovely fragrance and candle from Bath and Body Works. But anyway, I would get up there finally after like the 5th day. No work was done. Just this kind of bullshit. And I opened up the prettiest package that I could find because I like aesthetics. Hey, what can I say? And it was dusty, old bathroom flowers. Fake, plastic, dusty, old bathroom flowers that had been in the bathroom for like the whole 15 years I worked for the government. And I watched as a really unattractive, masculine lesbian opened up my Bath and Body Works stuff and then went ugh, and rolled her eyes and set it down with a heavy thunk. And I thought to myself, I'd really like to go back over there and pick up my candle and either shove it up her ass or take it home and use it myself. But she would have enjoyed that, and nobody enjoyed themselves back then, so I didn't do it. There was only suffering. But anyway, I'm not there anymore, and that's all ancient history. I have newer history to talk to you about. Larry, it says you're number 1. What does that mean? And maybe I should scroll up. Number 1 in what? A sport? A ranking system you have chosen? What is it? Which is it? Like my number 1 fan? Can I call you that? I don't like the word, honestly. Speaking of Bath and Body Works, Larry, I think I'm gonna go get another candle that's a little bit less dangerous. You should be worried. You should be worried. Oh, I think I was talking about Rachel. Yeah. Yeah, Larry, before you butted into the conversation, saying, hey, pretty. Just kidding. Hi, Larry. How's it going? Tell me about your mother. I had another human birthday. I went around the sun another time. Or so they say. Some more wisdom was acquired. And Rachel sent me a gift consisting of dragon's blood, incense, a couple of really fucking majestic rocks, one of which is a necklace, which I'm not wearing because it's very, very spiky. She says it will protect your aura, but it hurts my neck. I wear it to bed. I have a lot of rocks in the bed. A lot. And sometimes they hurt because they're various shapes and sizes and a lot of spikiness. And I roll over on it and draw blood. And then it dirties the sheets. It sullies the sheets with blood and other, human messiness that I have to clean. I did laundry all day. That was probably one of the reasons why. And one time, I had howlite, which is one of my favorite stones, and it's very calming. White, but very soft and porous, and will change temperature quickly. And I also had, this was in the winter, so I had a heating pad on. Everybody tells me not to do this, but I do it anyway. I put it on like high, 180 degrees or 200 degrees, and then go to sleep. Laying on it or just in its vicinity or whatever. And the howlite got on there somehow because it's in my bed. Probably would be the ultimate reason. And I guess it got extremely hot, like 180 degrees. And then I not only did I roll over on it, but it continued tumbling down the length of my body for about 15 minutes. And I'm just screaming hysterically at the top of my lungs every time it touches a new part of my skin. And I have, right above my third nipple actually, the mole on my tummy, I have been branded by howlite now. So fortunately this is my last human life here, and I will not have a birthmark again. It's 555 on the stove clock. Hi angels. Where were you angels when I was branding myself with howlite on the heating pad at night while I was asleep, semi-asleep? Anyway, hi angels. So anyway, they say that wounds and exit wounds and terrifying, horrifying physical things that happen to you will show up on your body in the next life, maybe as a birthmark or a third nipple, mole, stuff like that. And this would definitely be the case. And I would probably make up some magical, mystical story about it were I coming back here. It had nothing to do with what actually happened, which was what I just told you about the howlite. So there's that. See, Goddess of Egypt. I think I had all these glamorous ex-lives in Egypt. Probably not. There's probably, if this life is any indicator, nothing glamorous about any of my ex-lives. Just a bunch of fucking bullshit. And maybe some fun thrown in there, but mostly bullshit. Larry. I'm gonna check and see if anybody else. I'm trying to open a panel, Larry, that shows where you guys are staying, Seth. I'm working on it. I'm old. I'm sorry. I just mentioned my birthday and I keep forgetting to finish that story. Rachel sent me 2 majestic rocks that I sleep with, dragon's blood incense, a fairy book, which I will bring over here and show you, and I think something else. I'm sorry, Rachel, but I can't remember. I wish Rachel was here. She's probably asleep. Rachel's been upset because her boyfriend up and moved to Vietnam. So I don't have to worry about him watching this. I can talk all this shit I want or just, you know, discuss, because he's in fucking Vietnam and God knows what time it is there. He left Rachel and his mom and his job and all his friends. And all he has now is Smashing Pumpkins because he's following them around Bangkok, Vietnam, Thailand. What are some other Asian countries over there? He's following them around. He's a Smashing Pumpkins groupie, and he left Rachel in Manchester. Nobody understands it. I don't understand it. Spiritually, I kind of understand it. But nobody cares about the spirituality when you're experiencing that. It hurts. It's hard. And he's a goofus. You're a goofus for leaving Rachel and moving to Vietnam. And I wonder, is it to have illicit sex with young Asians? Is that why you left Manchester and Rachel? Why did you do that? That was mean. You've hurt Rachel. So she's dealing with that. It's been hard, but I think that she's doing a really good job. I'm proud of her. Everybody give Rachel a hand. Her Aries rising boyfriend moved to Vietnam. But I know actually the spirituality behind it. Again, she doesn't want to hear it, but I like to study astrology. And she has an Aries North Node, and he's an Aries rising. And she has a Libra South Node, which means that she's coming from, extreme coupleism. And she has to move into finding God inside herself and being okay with that. I can't remember his North Node. I have his chart too. I think it's in Smashing Pumpkins. And cocaine. I'm gonna say it. It's in Cocaine and Smashing Pumpkins. That should be your South Node, though, buddy. You should make that your South Node. Sorry, that's just how I feel. I love Rachel, and he hurt Rachel, but like, hurting is a part of life. I've been hurting a lot lately too. To be honest with you, Internet. Let's be honest. I've not been in a good mood a good percentage of the time. I'm working a lot, and there are some personalities that I'm clashing with. One of them is the primary caregiver at my friend's house. My friend wants me there. The lady wants me there, whom I'm caring for. But the primary caregiver, whom I actually think is a very majestic, very beautiful, very powerful, very well-spoken Candy. So can I, though, when we're not fighting. Very fucking majestic, caring woman. She's got... I just couldn't even get into, the depth of caring that she does for people around her, including my new client. But her and I, for some reason, Larry subscribed. Pretty. I subscribed. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy your time here. Welcome. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The primary caregiver. And they go way back. They know each other. This is not through a company, by the way. This is like my foray into working for myself, by myself, and not having any recourse or anything to fall back on behind me other than God, whom I work for. Actually, that's the best thing to have your back. So it's okay, but it's different. Okay, it's different. And I realized I had to leave my company when I couldn't rely on them anymore. And I didn't want to. So I just, not my company, but the last conglomeration of persons, humans that I worked for, whether it be the government or a company, like, it had to go. I had to leave it. So now it's just me and whoever the fuck I'm working with through God. And anyway, but there happens to be another personality in the picture, and it's this majestic woman whom I don't have bad things to say about. I try not to have bad things to say about anybody, which is a Libran problem, actually. I'm not a Libra, but I understand Rachel's South Node in Libra because you want to get along. You really do. At all costs. And the cost typically ends up being yourself. That's why she's going through this Aries North Node bullshit that is so painful for her, because she has to stop sacrificing herself. And then she'll realize we're all, of God anyway, some of us. Maybe not the guy that went to Vietnam. No, just kidding. I don't know. Her boyfriend. He is. I'm going to read the postcard that she got me in an excerpt from the fairy book in a minute when I get to this experience I'm relaying. But I noticed right off the bat there were notes all over the house about what I was doing wrong and how I should be doing it. And that didn't jive well with me. And then I noticed some really lengthy text on my days off about what I had done wrong and what was I doing with the hours that I had been granted and the pay. And could I provide receipts and proof of the time that I arrived and everything that I had done? And if you know me at all, that's not going to go very well. It's not going to go over a lot like the fluoride I just dropped. That's about that fluoride, a lead balloon. That's about how well it went over with me. And I've been putting up with it, Internet. I have been putting up with it I'd say fairly well for about a couple months. Has it been a couple months? Less than 2 months. I've been somewhat cordial. I've been pretty assertive, a bit direct, and this is all over text because we don't work at the same time. I met the woman once, and that's when I decided that she was majestic. I wasn't gonna worry about it. I was pretty sure. I knew. But she seems to think she has any authority over me. And what I am gonna do, or not. And the way that I'm gonna do it, and so on and so on and so on. But she doesn't. So we've exchanged some texts, but we got to a point last week in a very dramatic storm. Internet. It was raining out of nowhere, really hard, and I had an appointment to get to with her that I may go into later. I don't think it's necessary. So I didn't want to be doing it anyway. And but then the text started rolling in about the way in which I was doing it and transporting her and blah 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 blah. And I snapped. I stopped texting because I was creating typos, and I don't like that. I feel they make me look stupid and illiterate, which I am not. I am neither. Pretty good with my words, which made this all the worse, the way in which I chose to use them, which was to hold down the little microphone button on my phone in the texty area where you would normally text. I held down the microphone button and I said, get fucked, get fucked, get fucked, get fucked, don't talk to me, leave me alone, bring back the motherfucking Swiffer stick or I fucking shove it up your fucking ass. The Swiffer mops are mine, I bought them and I need them to Swiffer up all this dog pee. Bring back the motherfucking Swiffer stick, Jesus fucking Christ, and then get fucked, get fucked, get fucked. And my client is sitting there beside me on the paratransit that we've recently boarded. And the driver is there. No one else in the bus. But that was enough. And I'm surprised he didn't call 911 or the cops. I actually wasn't being that loud. I was kind of like whispering, get fucked, get fucked, get fucked, but I was still doing it. And this is in the paratransit. Well, I'm responsible for the lady next to me, or at least helping her to her appointment, which someday I will get into why it had angered me so much. But right now, just know I didn't approve of it and had been bamboozled into it. And then there was a bit of critiquing me and the way that I was going about it. Rather rudely and aggressively. This woman is a Leo. If we're going to talk about astrology, I'd like to point that out. She's a Leo. I put a poll on here. Is it YouTube, right? Speaking of Leos and Coke. And I was speaking of Coke because I was talking about Rachel's ex. I guess he's now an ex because he's in Vietnam and his Coke problem. Cocaine, not Coca-Cola, although I do think Coca-Cola is also a huge problem. I was just listening to a neuroscientist talk about 3 things that definitely contribute to Alzheimer's, which I experienced with my dad recently within the last 2 years. Very bad, very rapid onset Alzheimer's and dementia. And he was saying soda, diet soda, tap water, and fluoride. Greatly increase and contribute to our fucking dementia here, and at least in America. Speaking of dementia, I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. My story about caregiving Shit, what the fuck was I saying? It didn't end well. It's just, we still haven't met again face to face. But, she's, oh, Leo's and cocaine. Her response was, I don't know who you think you're talking to. It's not me. I cannot believe you are talking to me like you were talking to me. I'm like, are you serious? Are you able to, scroll backwards on your phone and look at how you've been talking to me? Ordering me around like I'm some kind of fucking slave in Egypt? That's what I said. You're a servant? You're fucking slave in Egypt building your fucking pyramid? Who the fuck do you think you are? Get fucked! Get fucked! Get fucked! It was like a Korn song. It was like I was in misogynist 90s aggro rock band status. That's what I sounded like. Limp Bizkit probably, or Korn. I could make a song out of it, but I wouldn't want to. She's a Leo. Who do you think you're talking to, Hazel? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I'm a Virgo, and I'm serving you. I'm helping you, but you don't get to fucking talk to me like that. Stop! So I put a poll in here, actually way before this happened. I think it was during Leo season, which was very hard for me to get through. God, I know too many Leo women. And she's one of them. And this poll, me and Rachel were talking, and she's like, I don't know what's worse. She's like, oh, somebody named a female said hi, a supposed female. Hi, female. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my world. I'm talking about Leo women and coked up men. 1 coked up man versus 3 Leo women. Which is worse? What is the bigger challenge? There was only 1 vote. I think it was Rachel. She said 1 coked up man, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's 3 sober Leo women. God, and then if you add fucking drugs to the mix, 3 coked up Leo women versus 1 Aries man. No. But the question was 1 coked up male versus 3 Leo women. What is a bigger challenge? Just call me Jessie. Okay. Now it says you're my number 1 fan. Sorry, Larry. Sorry, Larry, your time is over. Oh my God. So I don't have a lot of experience with coked up men to my knowledge, but it could have been happening behind my back. Some coke. I don't think so though. That's not really a theme in my life, but 3 Leo women, yeah, but I made it. I'm alive. And I have a little bit of Leo in my chart. I have my sun in the 9th house, which is, I know it's a Sagittarius house, but I have Leo on the cusp of it. So it gives me a bit of a sunny Leo disposition. I can fight your ass. I said, if you don't fucking bring the fucking Swiffer stick back so that I can fucking Swiffer up the fucking dog pee with my own fucking Swiffer maps, I will put the Swiffer stick up your ass. I mentioned that. And then I said, and if you don't do it, you're going to meet me at high noon outside a fucking saloon and we're going to have a fucking fight. I won't bring a weapon, but we are going to fucking fight with words and maybe even fists if you don't bring that Swiffer stick back the next time I am at work. I swear to God. Oh, there's an ant on this. This is a Hummer ring. I shit you not. I got it at Green Acres, which is a nursery. Apparently, now it has ants on it because I had filled it with hummingbird fluid. I guess the word is nectar, not just fluid. And then you apparently put it on and you sit outside like the pretty flower that you are, and the hummingbird will come up to you and drink out of it. It hasn't happened to me yet, but it could possibly, there is potential. So far, it's just ants that are now in my house. I like ants. Ants are art, do not kill. I've written about them. And every other animal in the world. I like to write about animals. and insects. But anyway, I was all, I got this, and I was all, okay, I got a Hummer ring. And my boyfriend's like, what? I'm all, it's a Hummer ring. I'm going outside now with my Hummer ring. And I was like yelling this. I wasn't even thinking about what he was thinking about, but then a group of like guys walked by as I was yelling that right outside, filing past my house. I guess they were like teenagers, and I'm all, here I am, I've got my Hummer ring, I'm ready. And he's like, just stay out there, you're ridiculous, just don't come back. I'm like, whatever, shut up. I'm coming back, it's my house. I mean, it's not my house, but it's, it is. It's the same house I've been in. Let me slow down. It's the same house, much like the government job I was in, that I've been in for 25 years. Yes, I'm that old. Just call you Jesse. Like Jesse James. Like, can you help me outside the saloon when I fight the other caregiver? Maybe we'll play some poker. Yeah, 5-card draw. No, I don't want to be that civil. It's not going to be that civil. It's already not civil. In fact, I might not have that job anymore. But, I know I do, because she doesn't have the time right now. Because like I mentioned, she's a very majestic woman, and she has a lot of other... She has a lot of responsibilities caring for people and animals and whatnot. So the issue is she's supposed to be moving in with my client soon, but until she can, they need somebody to help come in and do some personal care and clean up around the house with the Swiffer stick and take care of the dogs. That's one of my favorite things to do there. There's 3 little dogs, and we go on walks, and I've been to the groomer a few times. I like feeding them, and I don't even mind picking up their poo and pee with the Swiffer stick, but well, I don't pick up poo with the Swiffer stick, that's gross. I pick it up with paper towels. Oh yeah, we had a situation over the paper towels. Apparently I use way too many fucking paper towels, and I use way too much fucking detergent, and she could not believe that I made a sandwich with a pound of roast beef. She expected that to last, I don't know, 2 weeks or something. She said she was fucking shocked that anybody could use that much roast beef in one sandwich. And I was like, no, that wasn't even enough. I would have used a lot more. No. I can use a lot of paper towels, a lot of roast beef. And I admit, I use too many Swiffer moppy things, but I do buy those myself. I have a lot, because I like to use them. Today I Swiffered my whole house. There's not even dog pee in it, because I don't have a dog. I just like Swiffer. I buy the lavender ones, and they smell good. I don't like get high off of them or anything, but I like my house to smell like Swiffer and lavender. I like my client's house to smell like that. And she had a Swiffer stick, so I was going to use it. But it was stolen. The Swiffer stick is missing. I don't know what you expect me to pick up dog pee with when you commandeer the paper towels and the Swiffer stick. Not just the mops, the whole damn Swiffer stick. I think that was just to be spiteful. It was spiteful Swiffer stick taking, and I'm not down for it. I don't think so. And sometimes I forget. And her son, my friend, reminds me. The whole point is to care for my mother, he said. The point is that she's safe and loved and cared for. He doesn't even take sides. He doesn't even respond when we text him about the kind of shenanigans that the other one is pulling. And I feel like such a freaking idiot at doing that. Every time I do it, guess what, internet? I get a huge migraine. My throat starts hurting. I have to go home and curl up in a ball and wish I was dead because I behaved so poorly when I know I'm not supposed to. That is not why I'm on the planet, to behave like that. But boy, does this person push my buttons. But I admit, they are my buttons. They're my buttons, and I need to deal with them. We've had a few civil conversations. We really have. We've had some groundbreaking, emotionally intelligent conversations. I said to her before, the way that you order me around and ask for receipts about what I'm doing makes me remember the way my father treated me, like I am a useless, worthless piece of shit who has to prove her existence. A burden, a problem. Get out of the way. And if you are going to be here, explain why you're here. Justify your existence. And she was like, okay, well, the way that you talk to me makes me feel like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I get it. We can stop. And then I'm yelling, get fucked into my phone. I'm threatening to stick a Swiffer stick up her ass outside a saloon. And there aren't even any saloons here. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know how far we'd have to go to get to a saloon. And I'd have to stick my own Swiffer stick up her ass because obviously she's stolen the other one. But I digress. The point is to care for his mother. And the more that her and I fight and hold on to our triggers, which are human personality traumas, the more it's going to suck, and the more likely that I could possibly end up back here on Earth fighting with her in another body. 2 bodies, technically. Unless we became conjoined twins, which is what I was telling Rachel about Luke. Mr. Vietnam, her ex. You gotta learn to separate. You gotta learn to find God inside yourself. Because I hear that's what conjoined twins were unable to do. And then they come down here and they're like really, really fucking close. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine? I don't care how much I like you. I want to be stuck to your fucking ass. Oh God, it's beyond nightmare. It's like, I mean, maybe they wanted to experience it, but I sure as shit don't. But I want to say, on the way back in the paratransit, and I was just sitting there with my migraine, and she was sitting beside me, and I was thinking, I want to quit. I gotta quit. I can't deal with this other woman in this situation and what's going down. I can't deal with it. I was thinking this, and she must have sensed it because she reached over and held her hand out, and I was like, what? And she's all, give me your hand. And I took her hand, and she goes, thank you for being with me. And then she put her hand back down into her lap where one of the little dogs was. Elderly dog, 13 years old. He's her support animal, one of her support animals. And I was like, I didn't say anything for a long time. That's when I started to feel like an asshole idiot. I am an asshole. And I grabbed her hand again. I put my hand out and was all, hey, I was like, I'm sorry that I can't get along with your other caregiver. And I told Rachel I was just reading something about Aquarius because I have a hard time relating to my Aquarius boyfriend too, and it was saying that Aquarius is gonna trigger your fucking ego because their opposition is Leo, and Leo can be one of the things that you're working on as a Leo is ego, pride. And I often feel unseen in this world. Not unappreciated or unloved even, but just not seen. I feel like people sense my essence and my energy, but they don't see me as a person. I'm always struggling to be seen and to even see myself. And I realized, like, having an Aquarius boyfriend or even Aquarius energy around, it's not going to see me because its job is not to feed my ego. It's to help me drop it and to do what I actually know I should be doing, which is relating from my soul and relating to other people's souls. Like, that's what Namaste is, right? The light in me, the highest light in me recognizes the highest light in you. The God in me sees the God in you, and I acknowledge it. That's what I'm trying to do. And I admit I've been getting a little bit lost in ego lately, because if I related to this woman the way that I actually know her to be, and the way that I actually know my essence to be, and my human, not just my human though, my human is flawed, so are other humans. She's not really, but I mean, I guess if you want to look at the whatever, but my essence, it is perfect. There's nothing wrong with her. My essence, her, it. And I know that. And I also know that of other people that I fight with. But in the moment, when she's triggering my pride issues and my wounds, that's what I'm relating to her from. And that goes for anybody. And the best way to deal with it, I'm learning, or to make myself instantly feel better, is to forgive her. Because then I forgive myself. I'm like, I don't want to feel that way about her. I would want her to forgive me. I want her to see me like I perceive myself to be. So if I don't stay mad at her, then I won't react that way anyway, right? I don't know. It's hard. I just know I don't want to do it again. I don't want another life doing this. And I called up my client and I said, I'm really sorry for all of this. I'm sorry I'm acting like an asshole and an idiot. And she goes, and a bitch. She's all, why would you ever say that about yourself? You don't act like that. You aren't that. That's obvious to everyone. I don't think it's obvious to your other caregiver. I don't think so. I don't. But I can tell you on a soul level, this soul and I have, I guess you could say, unfinished business. This, obviously, it's a theme. And I couldn't tell you who started it or when or why or in what era on the earth. In what land. Egypt. Greece, Rome, Fresno, Bakersfield, the Florida Keys, it doesn't matter. Manchester, Rachel, Vietnam. It's gotta stop. So, I'm working on it. Work in progress. Didn't expect it. Did not expect this. But I'm doing my best. That's all I can do. How about you? How about you, Internet? How are you doing? I just saw a paper towel roll. Speaking of paper towels that I use too much of, there's an empty paper towel roll over there, and I thought it would make a good microphone. I don't have That's okay because I'm actually tired of talking and I work tomorrow. In a different house. Don't worry about it. You know who I work with tomorrow is another one of my old clients from the company that asked me to work for them freelance. Minus the company. And I think that's really nice. And she's actually a nonverbal, so there's not a lot of it's a really calm day over there. My Sundays, I feel pretty blessed to be back in that house on Sundays. The Lord's Day, no less. That's a calm day for me. You know, they were the primary caregiver, whom I get along with, was like, nobody wants to work on Sundays. Will you please come back and help us on Sundays? I'm like, yeah, I like working Sundays. I mean, it's not that I love it, but I don't see what people got against it. What else you can do on a Sunday? Anyway, so I'm gonna be getting some rest and behaving myself. Hopefully. Maybe the astrology has been rough up there. I know it's a full moon coming up Monday, I believe, or maybe actually tomorrow night. What's it in? What is it in? Where are we? We're in October, so we're in the, as mentioned, Libra season. So the full moons are in opposition to the sun. It must be in Aries. What do we know about Aries? Go your own way. And my way, although you wouldn't know it from some of the stories I've been telling, but my way is the way of the hearts. So that's where I'm going. If you'd like to join me, I'll be there. I hope you have a beautiful night and remainder of Libra season if I don't get back. And autumn. And full moon, of course. Make a wish. Okay, I love you. I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye.